Hello, you are listening to WOBC FM 91.5, Oberlin College and Community Radio. My name's Mira. This is Questions Words, the show where I ask questions and sometimes other people say words. It's a beautiful 4 a.m. on Sunday, April the 13th of 2025. Before we get started today, I want to remind you of one thing, which is that the following program may contain content that some may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. If you have any concerns, please call our operations or program manager at 415-697-4963. That's 415-697-4963. Now, before we get to the normal interview, I'm going to start the show off today with a longer cut. This is going to be CCF, I'm going to Stay With You, which is the by Car Seat Headrest, the opening song from their new college-themed rock opera, The Scholars. And so I figured it would be fitting for a morning like this one. So please enjoy this opening track. This is CCF, I'm going to Stay With You.
I select the skin from my parents' clothes. I keep the lover in. Every now and then I see it in them. A silent whisper carried by the wind. Chaos and insane. Let there be fire, let there be war. You collapse on my heart. I'm gonna stay with you. Next time you go away, I'm gonna stay with you. I'm a stranger saying hi. The moments in life when I feel alive. When I come down off this cross of mine, my head's breadth apart and as far as the sky. The back of my spine there was a line that my heart was crossed that I could not cross. On the other side, this love and right here is lost. It would be Friday soon. I'm always morning cartoon. 1,000 piled up in the tomb. At best the new ones just remind me of you. I look around and I'm still alive when no one wants me to. When I'm out in the dark, I'm gonna stay with you. Next time you come my way, I'm gonna stay with you. I wanna tell you when it catches up with me. I saw myself to be my family. Well, you learn to say it was grace. Maybe the telescope and shining in the space. Mom and Dad said, Texas when you get there. Texas when you get there. When I'm out of the dark, I'm gonna stay with you. Next time you call me, I'm gonna stay with you. When I'm out of the dark, I'm gonna stay with you. Next time you call me, I'm gonna stay with you.
Well, hello. That was CCF. I'm going to stay with you. Car seat headrest. We're back. I'm Mira. This is Questions Words. But, of course, I'm not alone. How could I be? This is an interview show. And so, I have with me today my good friend who I think really needs no introduction. And so, I will let them introduce themselves. Who am I speaking with today?
Hello, my name is Dmitri Tymoczko, music theory professor at Princeton, and general hater.
General hater. Okay. Do you have pronouns, age, year? I normally ask major, but maybe what was your major in college?
I go by she, they pronouns. I almost got a philosophy PhD and then they kicked me out. I'm in my 60s. I do not believe in God, but I do believe in ghosts.
How did you get hired at Princeton?
So so you know how they make cars?
I know most of at least.
Yeah, no, so I got a gig at Princeton, yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Right. How did you get your gig on this shitty show? Whoop, can't say that on WoBC.
God told me to do it. Yeah, in a dream.
Are you sure it wasn't a ghost?
Oh, it was probably a ghost now that you say that.
Many such cases. I'm always saying that.
I sure am. What do you like to do in your free time, Dmitri?
When I was a little boy, I would disassemble washing machines, take the motor out, and use it to make the fastest dirt bike ever. But nowadays, I'm a little more relaxed. Last night, all I did was drink single malt Scotch whiskey and read the biographies of great philosophers.
Like what philosophers?
Kant, Hegel, Schindler. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Do you frequently read philosophy, even though you do not study it and no longer go to school for it?
Yeah, man. What else am I gonna do? Wait around to die?
No, it's true. Yeah. What is your day-to-day job like?
So, I wake up at 3 a.m. every morning.
Okay.
To pregame. And then I get...
Like to drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, no, obviously.
Yeah. Sorry,
and
obvious.
Then I get in my 2007 Volkswagen Golf and I drive to the university. And
Princeton.
at the University of Princeton.
The great University of Princeton.
PU New Jersey, as I called it growing up.
Yeah.
They say your ID expired 2 years ago, and I say there must be some mistake. And then I go to my office.
Yeah. Do you have classes every day? Do you have to teach?
Yeah, sometimes. It's like the janitor will come in and say, what's the deal with diminished seventh chords? And then I'll give a lecture on the geometry of music.
The geometry of music. Well, we'll definitely have time to get into that.
I'd have time to get into something.
Oh, like what?
Like, you know how they make cars?
I think someone told me once, but if you want to remind me, that is also... We could talk about that.
Right, so then I got the gig at Princeton, right?
Yeah.
What do you do most days?
What do I do most days?
Yeah.
I usually just plan for this.
Yeah.
Just work on...
I can tell.
Work on questions. Think about... I'm usually pretty nervous.
Because you're so great at that.
Yeah. That's my main gig.
Yeah, no, that's your main gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you pick a number?
7.
Why?
It's not as small as 5, but it's not as big as 10.
I think you're right. That's not bad.
Did the math a while ago.
Yeah. Did you take math? Well, where did you go to college?
So School of Hard Knocks, and then after I got my BPhil, I went on to go to Columbia for my master's in torture.
Yeah.
And then I finally got my PhD in music composition from UC Berkeley.
Yeah, okay. So are you a composer?
You could say that.
Do you compose?
Who wants to know? Yes, I compose. I wrote this concerto for 73 piccolos and fart sounds, and it was really good.
Did it get premiered somewhere?
So you could say that.
Okay.
I feel like this is a really I feel like this is a really I feel
If you're just joining us, listeners, you're listening to WOBC FM 91.5. This is Oberlin College and Community Radio. And I would love to tell you that if you have an event that you want to share with the community, you can send a PSA to psa@wobcfm.org to get it on the radio. I'll read it just like this. No sweat. That's one more time. That's PSA, the letters, P and then S and then A, at wobcfm.org to get it on the radio. It's easy as a little chicken pot pie.
just like that.
Just like that. Yeah. Where are you from, Dmitri?
I was born in the motherland.
What's the motherland?
Paris, Wisconsin.
I've been, I think.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Lovely cheese, terrible people.
Yeah,
they run
but
you out on the street.
that's how
they
most
say,
places
Dmitri,
are.
everybody hates you, and we wish you would die. And they run you out on the street.
Have you been back since?
Every year, I visit my father's grave to leave a rose and a note of my regrets for that year.
Yeah. Do they always run you out on the street?
Yes.
Every time?
It's like you know how the bulls run through Spain?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
The
kind of
running
like
the
that kind of
bulls.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like carnival, where they all come to chase me through the streets with whips.
In some ways, that sounds kind of like a nice tradition.
Yeah, you could say that.
I probably will.
You probably will.
So chicken?
So chicken. I agree, but I have to be very careful with where I source my poultry.
Tell me. Why?
I do not like antibiotics, and I also don't like grass. And it is hard to find chickens that are not grass-fed and also are
Non-grass-fed.
not medicated.
Also non-medicated.
I've had to
yeah.
raise quite a few myself, but you should see how hard it is to butcher one.
Do you have one on you? You could show me.
No!
Did you leave it somewhere?
Yeah, I think it's still in the golf.
Damn, still in the Gulf.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, man, dude,
Yeah.
you ever tried to butcher a chicken?
I have a few times. I'm actually pretty good at it.
Because there's the blood everywhere, and then they don't stop moving even when because you have to get rid. You have to.
It's true.
You
it's
have
true.
to. Yeah.
It's a little scary sometimes, but honestly, I'm good enough that like it kind of just happens.
It kind of just happens, man.
You know the movie Chicken Run?
I vaguely remember having seen it. Is that the one where they build a rocket ship?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
10 points.
10 points.
10 points for Dmitri.
What's your favorite letter of the alphabet, Dmitri?
A. B. C. Oh! I got.
You can keep going.
No, F.
F?
No, it's for sure F.
Why is it F?
Because I really like amphibians.
Yeah.
What,
Do you have a favorite
what's
amphibian?
I'm fond of frogs, but all of them are good. What's
of
your
them are
favorite
good.
letter?
My favorite letter of the alphabet?
Yeah.
Definitely D.
Oh, what for?
Vitamin.
Oh, that's so interesting. I used to take vitamin D supplements, but then my doctor told me that my body wasn't metabolizing them, and so
What was happening to them? They just chilled
so
in there?
on a related note, I learned recently that when you go to the bathroom, it's supposed to be like it's not supposed to have little white chunks.
Right. I also wish I had learned that earlier.
It's many such cases.
It's one of the hard truths of life. Dmitri, who do you think is the king of the crabs?
Who do I think is the king of the crabs? It's funny you say that because I have crabs.
Tell
But
me.
I don't think it's
Like
me.
as pets?
Yeah, like as pets. But I think that the king of the crabs right now, at this very moment, has to be Senator Ted Cruz.
I think you're probably right. I've been eyeing Ted as the king. And like it just makes sense. You always call him Teddy?
I always called him Teddy.
Yeah.
Back in my younger and more fortunate days. But now I am a penniless professor at Princeton, and they tell me my ID
Penniless?
doesn't work.
They don't pay you there?
You could say that.
I probably will.
You
Do you
probably
think
will.
hermit crabs are invited to the crab rave? Or like spider crabs? What do you think? Like how diverse is the...
So hermit crabs, yes. Spider crabs, no.
Interesting. Tell me.
STDs, maybe. So
I think it's STI.
infection or disease, it's all the same to me. I have them all. When I was invited to the crab parties,
Yeah.
it didn't matter that I said STD and nobody corrected me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, my beloved. I do think that hermit crabs are invited to the crab raves.
I absolutely agree. So you've been to a crab rave.
In my younger and more fortunate days.
Tell me about it.
Dude, so picture me.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Right. What am I wearing?
Long black dress.
Yep, so picture me.
Glow sticks on every square of skin that you can see.
Yes. My skin is
Sunglasses
made of
with the
triangles,
lenses punched out.
Yeah. Right, so picture me. And there's the screen at the very front
Yes,
with the video
of course.
of the crabs without the clothes on. There's the crabs.
The crabs are totally naked.
Yeah, but they usually are, so it's not a big deal in crab world. I can tell you haven't been to a crab rave.
Yeah,
but then
they've
the
never invited
speakers,
me.
the speakers are triangular, and they go the
Of course.
And then in the back, they serve crab cocktails, or they're called cocktails.
I was gonna say.
And they have...
I think those are called crocktails.
Yeah, I know. It was a clever play on words.
That is clever.
It's very clever.
I could never have thought of that. I think.
That is so astute of you to recognize your own ignorance and utter insignificance.
It's one of the things I'm
generally
best
in this
at.
world.
Is recognizing that.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you for that.
Pickles or churros?
Or what?
Churros.
Churros.
Tell me why.
I don't like crunchy. I do like doughy. In my younger and more fortunate days, I would have pickle after pickle after pickle. And my parents would say, "No, Dmitri, you cannot have any more of the pickles." And I would soak them with the brine, and I would put them on the peanut butter sandwich. And then I'd chip
good.
the tooth. Now I only eat the churros.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
I think so. Do you play Geometry Dash?
So, do not say that word to me.
I'm sorry. Wait, which one? Geometry
Geometry.
or Dash?
No, dash. Do not say the word dash to me.
Sorry.
When I was very, very little, I would play the dash on the phone.
Yeah.
With the little square that goes up and down,
Of
up and down. And it is supposed to be in
course.
time with the music. But the latency on the AirPods made it impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that actually does make it sound really difficult.
And so I don't play the dash anymore.
No.
Now, I only, ever, in a million years, I will only play Tetris. Because it has the squares going up and down, too. Actually, only
don't-
down.
they
Now
don't
that I think
usually
of it,
go
they
up,
usually go
yeah.
down. But I only play the Tetris because the music is not in
Yeah.
time with the... You ever try and clear 40 lines? It's so great. If you get a time under a
I
minute...
did 40 lines once. It's a lot of lines.
Dude, tell me about it.
Well, I mean, it took like a solid 36 minutes.
Yeah, I bet.
And I just I couldn't stop.
Well, because the spoon keeps on oxidizing, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think we've all been there.
I think we probably have two. Do you have a favorite chord?
D minor 7 flat 5.
Can you sing it?
Yeah, sure. But let me. Pardon?
Eh?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Second.
Yes,
Second.
Dimitri. Yes.
Second.
Yes.
Second.
Take your time.
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 Ma ti re fa la. That is the chord.
Why do you like it?
Because you have the A flat, and that is the same in the G7 with C flat 9. And so the voice leading to the G flat 9
Yeah.
is the beautiful. And so you have A flat to G when you resolve to C. And the
course.
motion is beautiful.
That is beautiful. Do you teach about that?
Yeah. So you can imagine the whiteboard.
Yes.
You can imagine the little triangular speakers that go beep, 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 and the whiteboard.
Yeah.
And all of the students in the back saying, Dmitri, you're so smart, but I'm not facing them. No. I'm facing the whiteboard.
Of course.
And so
they have to look at your illustrious back.
Oh, you could say that. And so
I will.
I will be at the whiteboard with the chalk. And the old guard like to draw the circles with the chords in the big circles. But I don't do that.
No.
I draw the spiral. And so, picture to yourself of me.
I am.
Going C, G, D, A. But the B goes under the C. And so then you have diatonic chords in diagonals along the radii of the spiral. And then if you move diagonally like that, you have motion by thirds. And it is so beautiful. And the students, they say, Dmitri, what are you wearing? And I say, the spiral is so beautiful. Forgive me. I'm getting emotional.
No, it's okay. It's good to hear about.
Yeah.
Do you have any scholarship on this subject?
Yeah, so I have this book that is called Indiana Jones and the Raider of the Lost Ark. And in my book...
I think I've heard of it.
Have you heard of it?
I think so.
It is very, very good. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the wrong book. In my book, The Geometry of Music, I have all these papers about the circles and the spheres and the matrices. Because if you imagine an n-dimensional graph...
I am.
Right. So... Stop!
Okay.
And you've learned all there is to know.
How many times should you fry chicken?
Once. Only ever once. People say fry twice to get crispy on the exterior after the inside is cooked. No, they're wrong.
Once fried?
Once fried.
And how do you fry it?
So you get a wok. The reason that you want the wok is picture this. With the normal... I will stop touching the mic. I apologize for the fondle. With the normal pan,
Yeah.
Radius is constant as a function of height.
Yes.
Also, when the oil boils over, it boils over fast.
Yeah.
In the wok, you can have it halfway or even 2/3 full, but because the radius is increasing, even if it boils a little more than you expect, it only goes proportionally less high.
This is true.
And so you put in the peanut oil in the wok, then you have the chicken. Big breasts. Big chicken. So, salt and pepper, a hint of mustard powder.
Yeah.
And then you bread with the cornflakes and perhaps, if you want, a little bit of mustard.
Ooh.
And then into the boiling oil.
Yeah.
350 degrees.
350?
The chicken should ideally be dead first.
Okay. Have you done it with a living chicken?
That was my first time butchering a chicken.
That sounds like it
It worked.
did not go so. It did work?
I have scars.
Yeah, me too.
We all die eventually.
We all die eventually.
Chickens especially.
Chickens especially. Can you pick a number?
7.
Why?
Okay, so picture me to yourself in the front of the classroom with the 2007 Volkswagen Golf.
Okay.
It's not there. But
I'm picturing it, though.
But you're picturing it in front of the classroom.
Yeah.
And then, are you familiar with the branch of mathematics called measure theory?
No. Can you explain it?
The algebra is too hard. So picture yourself a big line.
A big line.
But then it becomes a spiral.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Because it is implied by the coordinate system that the axes are nonlinear, yeah? And then 7.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like the job at Princeton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about the revolution?
Oh, which one? October? Good. Future US? Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When do you think we should expect her?
7.
7?
6. 5.
Coming?
4.
Oh.
3. 2. Boom! The crowd goes wild.
It's time for the revolution.
Yeah.
What
So one cannot express personal sentiments or opinions on WOBC. Also, the numbers went down, didn't they?
The numbers went down. The revolution is here.
You could say that.
You could say that.
I think 5 years.
5 years?
Because there will not be an election in 4 years,
No.
and the people will discover
Yeah.
their true allegiance.
Do you have a 5-year plan?
Do I have a 5-year plan? I hope to die.
I
The
think-
violence, it is too much for my old heart.
Yeah.
I will tend to the wounded, but it will drain my life force. The 5-year plan is to read philosophy, drink single malt Scotch whiskey, and die.
That's honestly a beautiful 5-year plan.
I am a man of a certain age now,
Yeah.
and it is necessary.
Dear listener, if you're just joining us, you're listening to WOBC FM 91.5, Oberlin College and Community Radio. This is Questions Words, the show where I, Mira, ask questions, and today, Dmitri says words. I would love to tell you about the Oberlin e-bus. The e-bus is a free electric bus contracted by the city of Oberlin. It can accommodate up to 9 passengers and 1 wheelchair.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Stopping, I know, at in-demand locations such as Mercy Health, Stevenson Hall, Kendall, and Aldi. The bus runs Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and makes a full loop every 45 to 60 minutes. More information can be found at cityofoberlin.com. Convenient, Dmitri.
Ah, as is so. I was just there at the LD
Yeah.
on the bus. The workers, they're sitting down.
They sure are at Aldi. What do you
It
think's
is
up with
bad
that?
for the American spirit to see the workers sitting. We must go to the mines.
You think we should go to
The
the mines?
revolution is fermented not in steel but cobalt, and we must go to the mines to build the computing power.
You know, speaking of mines, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you about.
Be my guest, my beloved.
Have you been to the
interviewer.
cinema recently?
I have been to the cinema.
Are you familiar
The
with
cinema
the?
of the mind.
Are you the cinema of the mind? Tell me.
Ah, so you picture me in front of the board with the little triangular speakers.
Oh
Going
yes,
beep, beep, beep. And
of
then
course.
images flashing,
Yeah.
colors.
Mm.
And then Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel.
Did you see the Minecraft movie?
Clinton, Steel, Bill. You know, it wasn't so good with that intern.
It was not.
Do you remember?
I do.
When the Democratic Party had some zest, wouldn't you say?
We probably shouldn't talk about political parties. I would say the Republican Party also had some zest at that
We
point.
shouldn't talk politics on LBC.
I think you're right. But so did you see the Minecraft movie?
Ah, yes, the Minecraft movie. Oh, yeah.
Now tell
When
me.
Hillary with the Ghost. It was wonderful. It went whoo,
I know.
Woof,
I know.
and then Steve and the kid looked like they were 69ing, but they weren't. They were just riding the Elytra.
Yes.
But it was a crazy scene.
It was a
And
little
I
bit
saw
crazy.
the version. So,
Yeah.
you know how cars are made. You know how I
Yes.
got my job at Princeton.
Yeah.
You know how movies are made.
I think so.
They come out in the theaters.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it. I did not want to go to the theater.
Okay.
So I went on the computer and I searched up the Minecraft movie free.
Okay.
And they had a version where you could see the green screen.
Oh.
It was an hour and a half pre-release. Not quite the final cut.
No.
With awful VFX. And I watched that with Amanda Herr, my fiancée.
And how was it?
It was the beautiful. The little girl, she fights so well. She has the sword.
She does.
And the little boy, he makes the jetpacks and whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. There is
Whoosh.
no character development, but there is big square things.
You don't really need character development in that kind of film, I think.
No? The spirit of America dies.
The spirit of America does die.
But Wisconsin grows stronger.
Wisconsin-
Tell me,
Yeah.
in your youth, did your movies have character development?
No, we didn't even have it.
You didn't have the movies?
We had the movies, just no character development.
Just no character development.
Yeah, just explosions
It seems
and
like the broad point that I'm trying to make about the decline of American society is unsupported by the evidence in front of me. I must digress. Have you seen the Minecraft movie?
I did, and I saw it in the theater actually.
In the theater?
It's a pretty different experience.
I hope you
imagine.
are pre-gaming
Of course,
with the water to stay hydrated for the theater,
of course, yes.
and with the brownies so that you are not so hungry when the screen goes on that you can't take them in or they get very angry. These Americans and their movie theaters.
I know. They're crazy about it.
It's okay for me to do this offensive caricature because we're both white, me and the imaginary one. So it's really cool. Don't worry.
I wasn't worried. Yeah.
I wasn't either.
I think you're okay.
I'm gonna be. I'm so cancelable.
Chicken
Dmitri,
jockey.
chicken jockey, Dmitri, and the fried chicken and the jockey.
Right. So we were talking about fried. Do you think you could fry a chicken jockey?
Yes, but is it cannibalism if the zombie isn't human anymore? I
Well,
would not like to eat the zombie genitals.
just that you would eat the rest of the zombie, just not the genitals.
That would be gay.
That might be gay.
That might be gay. I thought so as well.
All right, choose your fighter. Time to fight. Alligator or crocodile?
Alligator.
All right, I'll take crocodile. Okay, so we.
If you're just tuning in, this is WOBC FM 7758139.
91.5.
7758139. Hamburger 82812.
Is that your phone number?
My phone number?
Cars.
Call
for kids.
7758139. Cars for kids. Donate your child today.
So, like, what's wrong with you, Dmitri?
Finally, you have gotten to the meat of the questions.
Tell me,
no
tell
more
me.
confrontation. Freedom and love reign throughout. What is wrong with me? I dropped on the head as the child.
Yeah.
And now I do different accents and can't draw circles right.
Could you draw circles right before?
Yeah. Everyone in the town, they would say, Dmitri, your circles are the best circles that I have ever seen. And now
Wow.
they all end up spirals. My whole career is a sham, and my wife left me. My wife
I'm
left me for a
sorry.
Cocker Spaniel.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Dmitri. Did you meet the Cocker Spaniel?
His name was Cinnamon, spelled with an S. She couldn't even spell her
Cinnamon.
name right. And if you got that Adam Sandler reference, I'll kiss you to sleep.
I
Have you
didn't.
ever seen the Pixels?
I have seen Pixels.
That was the reference.
Oh, okay. I didn't get it, but I
when the
have
Geek
seen the
Squad
film.
repairman comes in
Yeah.
to install the PS4 after the divorce,
Yeah, yeah,
the woman
yeah.
explains to him that the father got with a 19-year-old named Cinnamon, spelled with an S.
That's
It seems that
insane.
you have a poor memory, Miriam.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie, admittedly.
I have not seen that movie since the third grade, and I remember every moment perfectly.
I should watch
the
it again.
timeline works out perfectly when you consider my age.
I should watch it again in pregame with plenty of water and brownies.
You and I?
Yeah?
Oh, my first time having the water and the brownies at the same time?
Yeah, yeah.
It should be us together.
I would love to do that with you.
That sounds beautiful,
That sounds
Dmitri.
beautiful.
Am I Dmitri?
You're Dmitri.
You're Dmitri.
Okay.
I'm Dmitri.
Yes.
You said you're, and I got confused, and I said the same thing.
That's
back, but
fair.
it
That's
is-
fair.
But it is me. And we can watch the movie called Ants.
The movie called Ants?
Not the one with the little insects.
Okay.
The one this directed by Giuseppe Andrews that is on the letterbox of the 50th tomorrow major. And it is about rollerblading and coked out dudes filming a documentary about ants.
That sounds really
It's
beautiful.
36 hours.
Of the fifth year
Sorry,
tomorrow
minutes.
of the fifth year tomorrow major?
No.
No?
Not.
On the letterbox of the fifth year tomorrow
Yes.
major.
Yeah.
By what name?
So, you know the Bowling Green State University?
Of course.
Yeah.
One of the great universities of this country.
It is Orson's letterboxed.
Well, I figured it was probably Orson Abram.
Yeah,
Shout out
dude.
Orson Abram.
Ants is so great because, like, there's this scene where randomly it's interspersed that this teacher is telling the kids, stop doing it with my wife. And it's like, whoa, where did this come from?
That's
It's
insane.
a really great movie. And then the dad
I'm
is
looking
always
forward
getting
to it.
high and playing electric guitar and saying it needs to be like the Bee Gees. And he goes out to the top of the hill every day to film this documentary, but
This
it's
sounds-
never going to be finished.
This sounds great.
It has a plot. It
should-
has development.
Yeah, character development.
Character development. CD for short.
CD for short. Dramamine or calcium?
Oh, the medication. Dramamine. I get the I puke on the dolphins when I am on the boat. I need the Dramamine.
I hope the dolphins don't take it personally.
They eat it. we're gonna character break for a second. That is a real thing that happened to me.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
And they did eat it.
Holy.
I was in Monterey, California, whale watching, and the seas were way too fucking freaking choppy to be whale
insane.
watching.
Yeah.
And I got so nauseous, and my dad, all he got me was a ginger chew, and I just chewed on it, and then threw up off the side of the boat.
Wow.
They were like people. And then my dad made a really politically incorrect joke that I'll share with you after we're on air.
That sounds great.
It was so...
Pick a number for me.
What set should the number be a member of? The integer, the rational, the real?
Let's take the reals.
You'll take the reals. But never the complex. Because when you're in the frequency domain, A plus BI, where BI encodes phase and A encodes magnitude,
Indeed.
you do not want the BI. You want the frequency and not the phase.
Indeed.
In that case, 7.
7?
7.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Doesn't that make the sense?
I think so. Do you have a poem you'd like to share with us?
I can recite it from memory,
Please do.
but only the first few stanzas.
That's okay.
So you will have to bear with me.
I will bear with you.
Let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky like a patient, etherized upon a table. Let us go through certain half-deserted streets, the muttering retreats of restless nights in one-night cheap hotels and sawdust restaurants with oyster shells, streets that follow like a tedious argument of insidious intent to lead you to an overwhelming question. Oh! Do not ask what is it. Let us go and make our visit. In the rooms the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo. The yellow fog that rubs its back against the window pane. The yellow smoke that rubs its muzzle against the window pane. Licked its tongue into the corners of the evening. Lingered upon the pools that stand in drains. Let fall upon its back the soot that follows from chimneys. Slipped by the terrace. Made a sudden leap. Curled once about the house and fell asleep. And indeed there will be time for the yellows. Okay, that's all I can do.
What poem is that?
The love song of J. Alfred Prufrock.
By?
T.S. Eliot. Freaking obviously. Wait,
Well-
do you... Character break again. You don't know the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock?
No, I mean, I know the poem. I actually did not remember who it was by, but
It's a really... Okay,
I also still wanted you to say on air, you know?
say on, if the readers do not recognize it, the readers are the stupid. The
yeah,
listeners.
you
Whatever
might be
media-
right. You might be
I
right.
can't tell if we're making a show or a book right now, but it's okay.
I'm not really sure either.
I'm not really sure. I wrote a whole orchestra piece about the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock.
Yeah, tell me.
And when I have the more friends, it will get the premiere in the Oberlin Timara recording studio with all the microphones. I do not have enough of the friends, so later.
Yeah, I would love to help make that happen. That sounds like a beautiful opportunity.
And Dmitri Tymoczko loves it.
Is that Tymoczko? Is that your last name?
Yeah, Tymoczko or something.
Tymoo what?
T? So let me see. Tym
Tym
OCZ
OCZ
KO. Tymoczko. Dmitri Tymoczko.
to Moscow. Have you ever been to Moscow?
In the days? No. But now that I'm reaching the end of my life, I would like to.
Yeah,
It is a beautiful city full of the communism
I've heard.
and the bribes. And the Edward Snowden was there for a little bit.
That's true.
And speaking of the Clinton administration, the scandals, Benghazi, the wiretapping. I would love to go to the Moscow and
close to the
share
mi-
all
stay
that
close
I
to the
know.
mic.
I am talking loudly.
Well, yeah, but just make sure. What's your bowling high score?
Is big good or bad? Big is bad, right?
The maximum score in bowling is 300.
That's good.
Yeah.
So the highest score I got, and this was after a long night at the crawl. You understand?
Of course.
Of the doing the what? How you say the pub crawl? I was doing the pub crawl
Pub
in
crawl.
England,
Yeah.
and I was having liters and liters of beer,
Yeah.
and accidentally dropping the pitchers on the floor.
Yep.
And then
This is what happened.
my score, it was 7.
It was 7. Yeah. Honestly, that sounds like a really memorable game of bowling. And that's the highest score you've ever gotten in bowling?
Maybe an 8 once.
An 8 once?
Maybe.
Okay, that's not
Hamburger
bad.
8, you 8, 1, 2.
What's that?
What's that?
I got my high score 161.
This is huge. This is an angel number.
Is it?
Because it is a power of 2 followed by a natural number.
I didn't know
Just
about
like
this.
324 and 325 and 326. Any power of 2 with the natural number after.
Interesting. Yeah. Do you want to harmonize?
These are the things that sway and pass. These are the things that sway and pass.
If you're just joining us,
Daisy,
you are listening to WOBC FM 91.5. Oberlin College and Conservatory Radio. If you're just joining us, this is WOBC FM 91.5, Oberlin College Community Radio. This is Questions Words, the show where I, Mira, ask questions, and sometimes Dmitri Tymoczko says words. We have made it to the final section of our show, Dmitri, and that is the lightning round. Now, these are questions that I asked.
When I was little, I got struck by the lightning.
Oh, what happened?
They rounded around me and they said, Dmitri, finally the curse is gone from this town, you may die. But then the evil doctor, he made me live again. And I have these stitches on the skin
I see.
of all the other people's bodies.
What was that doctor's name, just in case?
It had to do with the Frankfurter.
Frankfurter?
It had to do with the Frank somehow.
As I suspected.
What was your questions? You had the lightning round.
What's the weather?
Cloudy and cold.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
This is a very difficult question. Cake batter.
And why?
Because the salmonella at the Jenny's is funny, and I like the Jenny's flavors.
I do love Jenny's. Yeah,
Ich auch.
Jenny's is
Yeah.
great. From Columbus, our neighbor.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite Pokemon?
Bulbasaur?
Why?
He is so big. He has an eating disorder. Are you okay? She is pulsating.
That one really got me.
She is pulsating.
What's your least favorite map projection? Or your favorite?
Mercator projection's great. The one with all the weird triangles, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
Okay.
What is the map projection?
In the meantime, can you pick a number for me?
7.
Why?
So you can picture me there with the whiteboard.
Yes.
And the big speakers that go beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep. And so you draw the line of the natural numbers, not the flat numbers or the sharp numbers.
No, of course.
Natural numbers that do start from 0, no matter what your CD professor says.
Yes.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep. Yeah.
All of the natural numbers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Dymaxion map projection. Have you seen it?
I don't think so.
It looks like this.
Right, yeah, I like that one.
It's a really good projection.
That's awesome.
So, and then on the number line is the big number 7. And I
Yeah.
like it because that is the angel number. Because it is a natural number followed by the power of 2. The power of 2.
Which power of 2?
So the power of 2 is actually 2 to the 2 second.
Sorry.
One.
Take your time.
Second.
Take your time.
It is 2 to the negative infinity. Is
2
the
to the-
power of 2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because 1 over 2 to the infinity is 0.
Yes.
Also,
That makes
0
sense.
followed by 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you think about it this way, all of the numbers under 10 are angel numbers, but don't think too hard.
I wasn't thinking too hard, don't worry.
I bet you were.
What's the one place you'll never go?
Picture me as a young boy in the secluded suburbs of Wisconsin.
Paris, Wisconsin.
And the
I'm
man says, if you get on the plane, Jimmy Fallon will talk to you. So I get on the plane because that is how it was in the days. A firm handshake,
Of course.
and you look him in the eyes and you get the job. I get on the plane and Jimmy Fallon is not there. All they want is the ice bath and the knife and the kidney. I never go back to New York City.
I'm sorry.
It is okay. I have the other kidney still.
Oh, that's good. Do you want to give someone a shout out? You can't really plug anything or tell people to do something, but you can give someone a shout out by name.
Right, no, you can't make material recommendations or calls to action. Or
Exactly.
anything like that. That would
But
be
you
against
can
station
make
policy.
you can shout someone out by name.
Hintergrund.
Take your time. Dear listener, I hope you're having a lovely morning. I'm currently thinking...
Ja, Sinwar.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That's your shout out?
yeah,
Sweet.
yeah.
I can't read that.
Yeah, that's my shout out.
All right. What's one thing you learned in the last hour?
So, you can picture me
Yeah.
in the Golf GTI
Yeah.
going at the very, very fast speed.
How fast?
880 kilometers.
180K.
Yeah,
Sure.
I do not know.
That's what you learned?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you ever miss the womb?
The womb?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is so dark and watery, and it's like you have warm washcloth over your face, and you are floating like the little baby.
It sounds
And
lovely.
it makes you feel wonderful.
Yeah. You miss it sometimes?
I miss it all the time. If I could go back inside of my mother, it would be wonderful. But I wouldn't fit.
You probably would not fit.
I have tried.
Is your mother alive?
My mother is alive.
Do you see her ever?
Every third weekend.
Every third weekend.
She makes the long drive out to the Princeton,
Yeah. Where does she live?
Canada.
Oh, wow. That is a long drive.
Yeah.
I mean, could be worse, but where in Canada?
Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Genau.
Wow.
East very west.
It is.
is.
It's a little
is.
far. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, finally, I'd love for you to ask me a question.
Give me a second. My brain is percolating with the coffee beans and the filters.
Take your time,
The question that I have for you.
please.
Do you have a poem that you would like to share?
A poem?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can also recite it from
Yeah,
memory,
okay, good.
or at least the first few stanzas.
Yeah.
Green, like a gumdrop diorama of the Easter ceremony. Christ on the cross. He laughs. He looks down at the women, and the women look up at him. They do not laugh, for they are silent in the wake of such treason. Judas, the good man, turned from his true cause, and the other disciples, Gregory, Samson, Rebecca, King Gizzard, Dr. Mario, Salamander, King K. Rool,
Dean Quillen.
Dean William Quillen, Severus, not Snape,
No, just the other Severus.
the other Severus, Cerberus, and of course, Chuck. That's the poem.
That was really beautiful.
Thank you.
It sounds like something my mother read to me when I was a teeny tiny child.
It may be. It's by the esteemed poet Latriva Snipes. Yeah, one of my favorites.
Yeah. You ever made something Dementia Ravenway?
No.
That's okay.
Do you have any final words for us on this lovely Sunday morning?
Love with your heart. Use your head for everything else.
I think that's really beautiful. All right. Now, in our final minute here, would you like to introduce... Oh, I guess we have 2 minutes. Would you like to introduce this song that you're going to play to close out the show today?
So, you can picture me on the whiteboard with the little triangular speakers that go beep,
Of
beep,
course.
beep.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Bow, 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 bow. Don't believe in presidents, prime ministers, because they're all liars. There's a song about how My mother should have loved me, and she's trying to make up for it now.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
It's really beautiful. It's by a luminary known as Look Mom No Computer.
Look, Mom, no computer.
Genau.
And what's the name of the song?
Modern Gas.
Modern Gas. Well,
It's because it's all hot air.
it's all hot air. That was a nice. Here, well, because I timed it wrong, in our last minute before the song plays, why don't we just make a little soundscape for our listeners? Dear listener.
Sorry.
Dear listener, I'd like to apologize on behalf of WOBC. That sound was too loud.
I walked away from the microphone. That you said come close to the microphone.
Well, not if you're gonna scream, but well, I'll provide a little bit of ambient soundscape then as we move into the song. How about?
I do not feel the song.
People, 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 beep, 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 beep. Thank you.
Reach higher. Don't believe in presidents, prime ministers, cause they're all liars. Don't believe in heaven or hell, it's not good for your health, they won't put you in the fire. And don't believe in Facebook or Snapchat, they're taking all of your hours. More